Hi there, welcome to my channel, Whispering Willow Oracle. Today we're going to be looking at the current energies in your life. So we're going to be using tarot and oracle cards in order to take a look at your past, present, and future. This could be happening for you now. It may happen in the future, or it may have already passed. So the messages here are timeless, and take the messages as they resonate and leave what doesn't. So whenever you find this, there could be messages here for you. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, beings of the highest white light, for providing the collective with messages. So I see here that in the past you may have gone through some different challenges or different situations in your life which have given you a lot of wisdom and internal strength. And this was for a reason, because there's a destined event that's going to be happening for you here very shortly. We have strength in the past position, Two of Pentacles in the current, and death in the future. And the last couple of readings, I've had death come out, and obviously that's not like necessarily a bad thing at all. It can be actually really great depending on what your perspective is, what's going on in your life. But I think that we just, as a collective right now, we have a lot of transformative energies and power going on in our lives. And I feel like this was like things that happened last year, last decade, you know, or when you were a child. Like, these are big events that gave you internal strength. It helped you develop character, and it gave you wisdom how to deal with these difficult situations when they come up. It gave you that strength that you need to face challenges, to face difficulties. And I don't necessarily see this situation as difficult, but change, which I see here, is coming. And change can be difficult, change can be challenging, even when it's a change that you wanted. Just going through those growing pains. Yeah, I think here you're gonna have to really trust in yourself and trust that what's coming through here is what is necessary. You're gonna be making a choice in the near future. You have a lot of information regarding this, but I think that there's other information that's hidden from you, as in you have a pretty good idea of what could happen depending on what choice you take, but there's always a factor of the unknown, and that used to scare you in the past. The unknown was something that would make you hesitate. And I see here that you may be hesitating briefly, but that's just, it's okay. It's going to be okay. The hesitation is you gathering your strength, coming to terms with the fact that you may not know exactly what's going to happen here, because nobody can know exactly. Like, if someone asks you to marry them, even if you've been dating them for like 2 years, you don't know how marrying that person is going to change your life, as opposed to if you said no, they leave, you meet somebody else, and you end up spending your life with somebody else, how different your life would have been, could have been. Same with career. Like, if you're choosing between careers right now, career options to, you know, maybe change jobs or stay at home or go back to work or go back to school, you're going to have to understand that, like, even with all the knowledge in the world and all the wisdom, you still, we're human, and we can't see always where our path will lead us. And I think here it's getting comfortable in the unknown of change. Yeah, I think that you're going to be maybe facing some challenges here internally. coming back around to some old lessons. If you refuse to do the work on these old lessons that were happening in your life that Spirit was bringing to you for a reason, I think that you're going to find those lessons coming back to you. And if you did the work, you're going to be successful here. You're going to go inward. You're going to see that you've already encountered this. You already know that you have the strength to go through it. I think that if you didn't do the work in the past, you may have slightly more challenges here, more work to do. Might be a little bit harder to get past the starting point. And what is meant for you won't pass you by. I know that that's such a cliche saying, but it's so true. And I think here, whatever has happened in the past was meant to be, and what is happening now is meant to be. So all I see here is destiny, and that you may be afraid of your destiny because you don't see where it's going to lead you. And that's going to have to be okay. I think you're going to have to get really comfortable with letting the universe take the reins, and get really comfortable with letting the universe guide you and following that path, following the light. That knowing that you have to make a choice either way. You know, you can't stand still. That change is inevitable, and not to be afraid of it, because it's going to bring you to something so much grander. I think here you're going through a period of introspection about where you've been and where you're going, and where Spirit wants to bring you is to a point of surrendering to the universe, surrendering to your manifestations, the things that you wanted and you manifested, and the universe is trying to give them to you, but you're too afraid of change. And you don't realize that in order to get your manifestations, the things that you wanted, you are going to have to accept that there's going to be upheaval and change in your life. There is going to be perhaps a little bit of struggle here, and to give over that sense of wanting to control every aspect of your life, give it over to universe, and trust that the universe will provide for you, that there's enough for you and everyone else. And falling into that abundance and alignment is going to bring you to your manifestations. You just don't, because we're human and we can't see everything, we don't understand the path. And having resistance to that path sometimes is what really trips us up. So I think the message here is just to say, stop resisting. Stop resisting the energies. Allow the energies to flow in and out of your life. Be in alignment, and that might take a lot of introspection and meditation, but it's definitely good to get into the habit of that right now, and being grateful and allowing change to change things in your life for the better. Okay, I'm going to leave that message here. I hope that resonated with somebody. Please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you would like to see more. If not, hopefully I'll catch you in a future video. Take care. Bye now.